All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Got a bunch of new stuff for today as usual, and some really odd, interesting ones at that. But the main topic today is that Electroneum finally does its network upgrade in which to evade ASIC miners for CryptoNote, primarily the X3 ant miner from Bitmain. So it took them quite a while, and so we have some tweets here that says, just a reminder that ETN's network upgrade will be taking place tomorrow on block 307,500, and we suggest that any exchanges or mining pools that have not updated their node should do so as a matter of urgency. And then a little while later, we're only 120 blocks away from hitting the ETN's network, expected to be around 2 hours. And then a little later, we are currently 60 blocks away. And so on and so on. Just to update you, our hash rate has dropped, and now we expect our network upgrade to reach block in 50 minutes. And it keeps on going and going. Also, we have some trouble with Electroneum. So this really hasn't done anything for Electroneum yet. To be totally fair, I'm not even really sure how many ASIC miners were actually pointed to any kind of Electroneum pool. I'm sure some of them were, but honestly, nobody's really mining Electroneum at the moment. So Electroneum wallet, this is just mining pool hubs. So this is just one of many mining pools, mind you. Some of them do work, some of them don't. Electroneum wallet is rejecting new mine block with high probability after hard fork, and don't know what block conditions are blocked at this moment. ETN hash power has been redirected to Monero instead. So Houston, be advised, we are at block 307,000, and we're about to approach block 307,500. And it says, taking forever to break this block. As the difficulty is extremely high, there's only a small hash rate. It's going to take a while for the next few blocks. So what is happening? Something's wrong. 6 hours and no block. It means no blocks will take this long. It means next blocks will also take this long. Then if you multiply that by 360 blocks required for difficulty to adjust, that is 90 days. So it lacks miners. Problem is no one will want to switch as it is not profitable at this current level. I myself didn't care to open up my 2 rigs. And the mining reward is so low that you could search parking lots for dropped pennies and make more. I'd love to support ETN via mining, but nah. That's, honestly, that's as true as it gets when it comes to mining Electroneum. It just isn't worth your time. Perhaps they should have put code in that forces the difficulty to adjust back to normal levels when the fork block was mined. I haven't mined since the Asics landed, and won't until the difficulty returns to normal. I believe Aeon is planning to attempt such a forced difficulty adjustment later this week. It'll be interesting to see how it works. So for the most part, this hasn't really worked. It's just not working so good, to be totally honest. There's a lot of issues going on with Electroneum right now, and it's taking forever for this network upgrade to go through because nobody's mining on the blocks. Difficulty has not gone down. Right now, it's just a gigantic mess. And again, this is honestly a really good example of why I fell out of favor with Electroneum. So just for example, oh yeah, they're officially blocked, but barely anybody can mine. Supernova needs to update theirs. So this just didn't work so good. Maybe there wasn't enough. Maybe there wasn't enough communication with some of the mining pools before the developers decided to do this. They were planning on doing this for a while, so I don't know why this is so messed up. Did the fork fail? It's just all about the fork. The Reddit is pretty much on fire right now, and not in the good fire way, like the JR Garage way or JR Business, or I don't know, whatever they are. So moving on from that, this is one of the worst written articles I've ever seen, and I started to read it, and I actually noticed the article as soon as I read the headline. I was like, wait, what? So here's the thing. So the article says Bitcoin remains the best performing currency, up 700% since January 1st, 2017. In January 1st, 2017, Bitcoin was about $1,000. Some days it was 800, some days it was a little over. So that's a pretty fair estimate because it's we're around 7,300 now. But this article gets a little worse as time goes on. So most financial assets are volatile in different degrees. Bitcoin price volatility is known to be highly significant. It suffers from dramatic short-term price fluctuations, conveying downside risk. However, from a long-term perspective, Bitcoin's price is up substantially since early 2017. But, the article says Bitcoin remains the best performing currency since January 1st, 2017. So let me just give you an example of a coin that is much more performing. Now, you could say that Bitcoin performs well in the sense that its hash rate is so super high that it can't be 51% attacked, and this, that, and the other thing. But is that performing really well in terms of the price? Because it says the best performing currency. So let's take a look. Let's see if that's true. So we got to go to 2017 here, and let's see what it was. What Litecoin was in January 2017. Oh, $4. Well, let's call it $5 or $4. It depends on what day you look at it. And now we're up to over $100. So that's way more than 700%. In fact, we were nearly at $400 at one point, 350. So that's nearly 100 times the amount, which is much more than 700%. And this is just one coin. This is just one. You could look at Ripple. Ripple, I think, was the best performing currency in 2017 in terms of its price. Right now, it does not reflect that as much because, in 2017, in January 2017, I'll go all the way back here. Where are we at? We're a little too far back, aren't we? We were at way less than a penny. And then we got all the way up to... it was like 365, close to $4. So that's much more. So Bitcoin is down considerably since early January 2018. This is the most confusing article I've ever seen. Did anybody do any kind of research on this? I mean, is it down considerably since January 2017 or 2018? So now it's 2018. Are they talking about 2017 or are they talking about 2018 here? What are you even talking about? Yeah, it's down considerably since January, but how does this make this the best performing currency? This is the most confusing article I've ever seen. It just doesn't make sense. Recently tweeted Bitcoin down 50% this year, but still up 700% since January 1st, 2017. Okay, I mean, that's great, but why say that it's the best performing currency? Whoever wrote this, try again. Please try again a little bit. I mean, if you want to make a point, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what am I even reading? Moving on. Moving on to another totally weird article. It's John McAfee again. John McAfee's in the news every single day about cryptocurrency. And every time I look at it, I'm just so deeply confused. So it's true. McAfee Associates founder and crypto activist and super shill, John McAfee, wants to launch a fiat type of currency. All right. On Tuesday, we reported that the crypto oracle hinted that he might announce a fiat currency backed by cryptocurrency. What? What is with today? Is this just like troll the news day? So confused. Backed by cryptocurrency, but no one was sure whether he was serious about it. Well, that's a good thing, because how can you be serious about this? He said via his Twitter account that the pre-announcement was no hoax, and that he would launch the so-called McAfee promissory note on June 25th. The note is backed by blockchain-based McAfee Redemption Unit MRU token. Why? Why would you? Why? He presented a picture with all the notes, stressing that the image quality was not decent at the moment. Let's see what we got here. So we got McAfee with somebody. I can't tell who that is. We got, is that Jihan Wu? Or is that the Binance guy? I don't know. We got McAfee with a bunch of, let's see, escorts or prostitutes. No offense to escorts or prostitutes, but that's what they look like they are. Ooh, I don't know who that is. Got Roger Ver. We have another shirtless picture of McAfee, and then we have McAfee's face. So McAfee claims that his new currency is backed by blockchain, redeemable, convertible, and has holographs on both sides. Oh, holographs? You can redeem your notes, as it turns out. Each note can be redeemed for a private face-to-face meeting with McAfee himself. The redeeming procedure is explained, in short, on the back side of each note. Please appear at the redemption office between the hours of 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. in Rinconada de los Caracoles. I got nothing. Sorry, Spanish. I'm sorry. 109 Departamento. Wow, it keeps going in Mexico. The note reads, describing the address in Mexico where one could present the certificate and get the precise data, time, and location in the U.S. to meet McAfee. So, you have to just... The note reads, describing the address... I have to double read that. Describing the address in Mexico where one can present the ticket, the certificate, the fiat. And then you get the precise data, time, and location to meet McAfee in the U.S. So you have to go to Mexico, turn in the ticket. Then you get the information where McAfee is in the United States. Oh, this has to be a joke. If this isn't a joke, I don't know what is even happening anymore with McAfee. And you know, I probably should just stop reading articles with John McAfee in them. But they're just mommy, that sweet Italian sauce drama. And I just can't help myself. So if you are a possessor of the McAfee promissory unit, you should reach some of these buildings in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Well, that looks like a pretty good place. And then travel in the U.S. to meet John McAfee. It's quite an expensive journey, but McAfee's fans probably don't mind it. So here's the thing. Here's what I'll tell you. What. I should put a donation box somewhere on my channel, and I will ask all of you to help me get some McAfee, promissory notes, in which I will take them to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, because I live in Arizona. So Puerto Vallarta, I actually don't know where that is exactly in Mexico, but probably closer than where you are. And I will travel there, and I will turn these in, and then I will get the exact time to meet McAfee in the United States, at which point I will go and meet him, and we'll have an interview. I will interview McAfee. I swear, I am actually not joking about that. Let's get some donations in. And it's not from me. I'm not gonna keep the money. I will literally show you guys where the money is or something like that. And then I will go and meet John McAfee, and I will do an interview with him. MrSotko interviews McAfee. It's going to happen 2018. He reportedly said that one McAfee is equivalent to 1 minute in a meeting with him. Okay, so an individual is limited to redeem notes for a session of 100 minutes. So okay, so I need the money to go to Mexico, and then I need the money to go back home, and then I need the money to apparently meet McAfee at some location in the United States, wherever that is, and then I need 100 of his promissory notes for 100 minutes. Although I probably won't interview him for... Maybe I will. I don't know. He actually seems like a pretty awesome guy, to be totally honest. It's just some of the things he does, I'm just so confused by this. Note that redemption is not the same as conversion, as one individual can convert his note by sending it to the MRU Foundation in exchange for the equivalent value expressed in cryptocurrency. Once the note reaches the foundation, it is archived to avoid duplication. All right. McAfee revealed that there are 341,000 notes of various denominations with a total of 6.05 million redemption units, and that no more notes will ever be released. As of now, each MRU unit costs $9.95. Ooh, so apparently, so I mean, what does that mean exactly? So each MRU unit costs $9.95. So in order to get one of these $1 units, it will be $9.95. Okay, so we got a long way to go, guys. Okay, so just, I mean, maybe I'll make a video on this, and if this is real, I literally will go to Mexico and will redeem my points. Hopefully, I don't get shot in my pancreas from cartel. But you know, Puerto Vallarta, that seems like, you know, there's like less cartel there than maybe like Chihuahua or like Tijuana or something like that. So hopefully I do not get shot in my pancreas or my spleen. I would rather take it in my spleen But we'll see. The series of notes are grouped in 7 denominations, each having an image of either McAfee himself in different positions, or a crypto star, including Bitcoin Foundation Director Brock Pierce, Roger Ver, and Jihan Wu. I was right, it was Jihan Wu. And the other one was Brock Pierce that I didn't know. So the one denomination note shows McAfee with more ladies surrounding him. Many commenters showed their support and interest in the new project. Some of them had some concerns, though. For instance, one commenter noted, "What's the point of printing other money when the goal is to get rid of the existing one?" That's a good question. But McAfee directly replied, "Patience, you will see. You're just glimpsing a shadow of what I'm doing. Young people!" Exclamation point. Alrighty. Some commenters proposed their design versions. McAfee redemption units laying on his bed with dogs. Okay. Okay, so, wow. You see what I mean today? What's up with the news today? What is going on? Nothing particularly amazing has happened today, except for the John McAfee MRU notes, the fiat John McAfee currency. But no, seriously, let's get a huge donation pool going so that I can go redeem some MRU notes. Moving on to the next news topic, India. No plans to use Venezuelan petro to pay for crude oil. So if you remember a little while back, it even made national news and such that Venezuelan made their own cryptocurrency called the petro that's based off, well, petro, their crude oil. And they offered India a 30% discount on crude oil if they were to pay in the petro. So essentially they would have to buy petro and then give it back to Venezuela, and they would give them a 30% discount, which is pretty significant, you know, according to a whole nation who probably imports millions or billions of dollars in oil a year. So a 30% discount from that is pretty significant. But according to reports, India's foreign minister cited the order from India's central bank stating that the country does not allow to trade using cryptocurrency as the reason for India's position. In April this year, the Reserve Bank of India ordered all banks and regulated entities to stop providing services to all businesses involved in the dealing of cryptocurrencies. The RBI did this per their argument to protect investors. The bank also stated the long-expressed belief that cryptocurrencies are avenues for fraudulent activities. The central bank's decision has been strongly contested, resulting in an injunction that was struck out by India's Supreme Court. So Petro's challenges extend beyond India. At the same time, India is reportedly considering applying a tax to cryptocurrency trading, which might legitimize cryptocurrency-related deals like the trade oil involving the petro. For Venezuela, this issue is a major concern right now. Financial sanctions from the United States have gripped the Latin America country. To combat this, Venezuela has adopted the petro as a workaround on trading with the major consumers of its exports, such as India. I don't know why it just didn't adopt Bitcoin, so that's kind of weird in itself. The use of petro and oil-backed cryptocurrency as a sanctions buster was always the plan that Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro had for the digital currency, something that he made quite clear when he announced the currency in 2017. So kind of interesting news. However, despite the country's aggressive drive to promote the digital currency, it faced a lot of resistance and criticism. It was dropped by Bitfinex, the largest crypto exchange, due to the United States' prohibition on all trade linked to Venezuela, including through the petro. Let's see if we can actually find the petro on CoinMarketCap. Petrodollar. Let's see where it's actually traded. It's on Cryptopia for 481 volume, $481, and on Yobit, $21. So somebody bought it, $21, at a price of one cent. So they bought like maybe 21 of them. Somebody did, or somebody sold it, or maybe like a combination thereof. Or $481 on Cryptopia. So that's big business, people. It's huge. So Litecoin, the hot new mining sensation, question mark? It's kind of weird. So Litecoin is becoming one of the safer digital assets as its hash rate has tripled in the past 3 months. Litecoin is a script-based digital asset benefiting from ASIC machines coming on board. Due to the higher hash rate, the price of a 51% attack based on hard mining power is around 68,000. I like how everybody just knows the price of how much it costs to 51% attack proof of work coins these days. And they're just throwing the numbers around too. Like, hey, have you figured out how to do a 51% attack? Go to this website and we'll tell you all about how to do it. It only costs you $68,000 and you can make $4 billion doing it. Maybe we should stop that. You know, I mean, I guess it's good to bring it up so that, you know, we can maybe work on that problem and preventing it. But, you know, these exact values are just really blowing my mind. This is just a bit lower from the price of Bitcoin Cash, which is set at $72,000 per 1 hour of hiring the required mining power. The Litecoin hash rate is still above that of Ethereum, at least in the short term. It is unknown whether the Ethereum hash rate would go as the new ASIC miners are becoming widely available. So the new information is extremely relevant, given the expectation that hackers may try to double spend valuable crypto assets through attacking the network directly. Coin founder Charlie Lee hurried to defend the coin's network as robust and having a diversified mining pools, thus less in danger of attacks. So one of the reasons for miners flocking to Litecoin is the still relatively high reward of 25 coins per block, which would halve in little over a year. The other reason is that the relatively stable market price, kinda, I don't know about that, and the opportunity to realize profits by selling Litecoin for fiat. Isn't that like all cryptos, though? Isn't that pretty much all of them? Litecoin survived quite well the last few shakedowns on the market, steadying around 120 levels. Litecoin added another 4% overnight for a modest recovery of 121.82. The prices of Litecoin have been almost flat against Bitcoin. So I suppose, you know, selling Litecoin for fiat is I guess it's easier than some coins, you know, considering that, like, for example, Kraken and GDAX, you can sell for fiat and you can send it to your bank account. You know, and those platforms don't have that many currencies. Kraken has many more than GDAX does. GDAX only has 4, and Kraken has I'm not even sure, like a dozen, maybe a little more. So Litecoin has received an overall grade of C+, according to I'm assuming that's Vice, like white. I don't know. Studying, so the grade is formed from a B- rating for technology and adoption, a C+ for the coin's risk and reward profile. Previously, Litecoin was deemed a dying coin, but since then a mix of increased mining as well as technological development and community efforts have made the coin much more promising. Litecoin's network hash rate has increased from 143 terahash to as high as a 342 terahash, according to BitInfo data. And other comparisons from the Flappening site, the Litecoin network is still ahead of the Bitcoin Cash ecosystem, with more active addresses and a higher level of transactions. Increased mining is yet another event in support of the expectation that 2018 would be the year of Litecoin, with significantly higher prices potentially reached in the coming months. So hopefully, yes, but, you know, the year of Litecoin was really 2017. I mean, Litecoin went from, you know, in the beginning of 2017, $4, $3, all the way up to 350 or more on certain exchanges. So, you know, that raise, I can't really see that. You know, if Litecoin went from $100 to 10,000, it would be pretty much equivalent. But, you know, from $3 to over $300 is just like, you basically can't beat that. I mean, Ripple did, but I doubt 2018 will be that huge for cryptos. I think 2017 was the year of hype. And it was the year in which that you know, most mining, you know, started taking place. I mean, there was of course there was mining in 2016, 2015, and beyond. But 2017 was the year that it really exploded. You've seen it everywhere. You've seen it in the news. You've seen it on YouTube. You've seen it everywhere you went. Everybody was starting to mine. Everybody was trying to get into it because they've seen these huge gains, and everybody got into it pretty late. And I can kind of attest to that with my channel. I can see the growth in which took place, and it took place at a very late period when it was really exploding. Because everybody loves to buy on green bars, but nobody will buy on a red bar when it's all the way down, on a red candle, when you should be buying. And everybody's buying at the wrong time. So a lot of people got into crypto that, and not necessarily that, because I want everybody to be into crypto, of course. But a lot of people that got into crypto were getting into it to make these huge gains that they were seeing everybody make. They were seeing everybody with these Lambos and millions of dollars and mining hundreds of Bitcoin in 2010, and now they're worth millions or billions of dollars, and everybody wanted that. But, you know, people just weren't thinking as much. And yes, crypto can make you money, but, you know, you're not gonna make millions from mining unless you already have millions to pour into the mining itself. You're going to make money. You're going to make crypto. You can trade crypto and make money. But I think the days of making $1 million by simply holding on to a few coins is totally over. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. And a lot of people that got into trading that shouldn't otherwise have been into trading, really got into it. And when they seen the price is starting to go down, everybody panic sold when they shouldn't be panic selling. And that just made it even worse and worse and worse. So we're at a 320 billion market cap. We had this big increase the past day. We were just about to dip under 300 billion market cap. And I don't think we exactly reached that. Let me see. It was I'll go to the 7-day chart here. So we didn't quite make it to under 200. It was close. It was by the skin of the market cap's teeth. And, we've seen this big explosion to 330, 333, and then we just got rocked back about 10 or 20 billion dollars on the cap. So nothing is doing that great right now. Theta token way up. That looks a bit pumpy, though. So really only a handful of coins are actually up. Meanwhile, just about every coin is down. And mind you, whenever I do this change switch here, it's only in the top 100 coins. So if you go here, you're going to see a totally different thing. And you'll see a lot more green in altcoins because it doesn't take much to bring them up. And some of the top 100, past 100, 101 to 200 coins. But that's all I have for you guys today. So some weird, interesting news today. And I will work on something because I highly doubt everybody will donate for me to go to, because if this is real, only if this is real, for me to go to Mexico, turn these in, then get the location of McAfee. I will literally do that so that I can get, so I can figure out what this is all about. And then I'll make, trust me, I'll make a YouTube blog about it. I will talk about it, but like, let me actually think about it. And then maybe I will put some kind of donation thing. I already have donations available on my channel with like PayPal and things like that, but maybe I'll have something that can actually track how much, maybe like a GoFundMe or something, so that I can buy this stuff, go there, get the information. It's like a little, what do you call it? Like a geocaching or something like that, where I have to go places and get information and then go somewhere else to get more information. And now I'm just super curious. I have to know what this is all about. So maybe I'll make a GoFundMe for my McAfee redemption unit journey. I'm like 50% joking here. Like I literally would if I received the money, but if I don't, I'm not worried about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.